It's time for Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you by State Farm Becky Ponsaba Agency, AGE, Wheelhouse Auto Body, American, Ferding Electric, Allied Plumbing, Venture Communications, and Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping.
Dupree, another half-court shot. This time goes off in time. It's good! Dupree hits a half-court buzzer beater, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point game, 46-39.
And by Envirotech, American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Faith Lutheran Church, James Valley Landscaping, Kruger Contracting, Bank West, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, and Gales Gas.
He throws it right side. Getz spots up for three. That one's buried by Dawson Getz, and the Governors take a 5-4 advantage. Getz first points of the night.
And by Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, First Dakota National Bank, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Shane's Pharmacy, CHS River Plains, and Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Taylor with the rebound, clock running down to 5, and that is going to do it. Rapid City, here they come. The Pierre Governors are back in the state tournament for the 3rd consecutive year.
And now to the booth for the call of the game on KCCR.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Riggs High School as the Pierre Governors take on undefeated Washington here to this afternoon with a 2 o'clock start time. Be a little bit maybe behind schedule, but we are excited to bring this one to you here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You just heard earlier on KCCR that Florida knocked off Tennessee, then in college basketball, and then you're going to hear NFL coverage after we're done here this afternoon, as we'll join in progress that first game, the Panthers and the Rams, coming up after we're done here on KCCR, but here at Riggs High School as the Governors take on this Washington team. Washington is coming in at 6-0 on the season as they picked up the last time that they played was a win over the Huron Tigers, 63-41, when they knocked off Huron a week ago, last Saturday in Huron. And we talked about what this Washington team has been able to do, or we talked about Lincoln on Tuesday with all their wins for the Lincoln Patriots on the boys' side of things. Well, this girls' Washington team, they have not played a game that has been in single digits. Everything has been nearly 20 points or more. The closest game right now, Roosevelt, they won 55-39. So at 6-0, they are coming in with a lot of big wins over their teams, as they are again number 3 in the standings right now. Brandon Valley at number 1, Aberdeen Central at number 2 at 5-1. T is at 6-1. O'Gorman at 5-1. They are 5-4 respectively. The Governors right now, the standings show that they're 15th, but they will have to add points to them. It's showing them having a 30-point loss to Bismarck, which is won't be right at the end of the season right now. The same for the boys' side. They have them at 0-0 and giving them a 30-point loss, when that will be a 39-point loss for the Governors at the end of the season on the boys' side, and could be a 36-point loss for the Governor girls. So you add 6 extra seed points to them, they can jump quite a bit in the standings right now. So while they sit at number 15, it's not truly where they're sitting in the standings because they will have to add extra seed points to that game against Bismarck, probably near the end of the year or close to the end of the year when that will take place. Sophomore game, a 5-point game with 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, so that's why we might be a little bit behind schedule to get things started for the varsity game. We've been on time, actually a little ahead the last 2 games, both Tuesday and Thursday. But for this Governor team, it's going to be them playing here today, and then they've got some time off. They will not play again for over a week. They will have all of next week off. The Governor boys will play on Tuesday. They're getting set to play out against Washington on the road here this afternoon in about 20 minutes or so. But this Governor team will not play again until January 20th, so 10 days between games. Douglas on the road, they're 0-5 right now, but they will not play at all next week. The boys will only play on Tuesday and then have the weekend off going in that 3-day weekend. So Pierre's got to find a way here to try and get a win. It's going to be a tough matchup, and Coach Bebout will talk with him coming up in just a little bit. It's no secret that Washington is very good. It's no secret that they have a height and the advantage over the Pierre Governors. You look at what Washington has just in their starters alone. It is 6 foot 5'10", 6 foot, also another 5'10" player and a 6'1" player. You look at the Pierre Governors, and they have one girl that's 5'10", and Marina Bushbaum, who's not in the starting lineup. Their starting lineup 5'6", 5'5", 5'4", 5'6", and 5'6". So it is a much smaller lineup for the Pierre Governors against a much taller lineup of the Washington Warriors. But the thing for the Pierre Governors is that they know that they're going to be the smaller team, size-wise, pretty much across the board throughout an entire season. They know that they're not going to be a team that's going to be, they're going to outsize a lot of teams. They're always going to be undersized, or there's a possibility here or there, different, maybe being over, the bigger team or the undersized team. They pretty much know going in that they're going to have to work for defensive rebounds. They're going to have to work hard to try and get those rebounds and try and be able to defend well and defend box out and maybe front some girls, but overall that they just know that they're going to be an undersized team throughout this entire season. So they know going in that it's going to be a tough task, but they're ready for an opportunity to go against a taller Washington team who is coming in at 6-0. Coach Parrish knows that he's got the size advantage, but he knows that those girls still have to work hard in that contest. There's 1:09 left to go in the sophomore game. It is 40-37 in favor of the Washington Warriors who have the ball. Probably expect to see this game go a little bit longer with some fouling, but we're going to get you Pierre Governor basketball here this afternoon from Riggs High School. By the way, we also have Hawaii Capitals hockey coming up on Capital City Rock later on tonight. There'll be a 6:15 puck drop for the Capitals and the Yankton Bucks. We'll have it again on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Wyatt Britchka will be in Volga later on here this evening. They play at 5 o'clock. Dusolie Buttes against Sioux Valley. He'll have coverage of that one on Country 95.3. So we still got plenty of high school sports for you on top of the NFL that is still coming up later on here this afternoon. Kickoffs at 3:30. We probably can get you to kickoff. It'll be a short post-game show to go into coverage of the NFL. We'll try and join it as quick as we can after we're done, but we still got the NFL coming up here later on today here on KCCR. Let's take a break here in the pregame show. When we come back, we will talk with Coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors as they take on this Washington Warriors team. Back after this here on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones financial advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me as Coach Kirk Bebout of the Pierre girls basketball team as we get set for the matchup between the Govs and the Washington Warriors. Coach, let's go back to Thursday's game here real fast. Biggest takeaway from the loss?
Oh, I mean, it's just kind of circumstances. We, had some opportunities early. Go back and watch the tape. I was watching the first quarter, and I mean, honestly, we could have been up, 6 to 10 points by hitting some shots. I thought we got some good looks and things like that. So, that kind of changed the projection of the game. So, but I thought I was happy with the looks that we got, and you just got to keep playing. Sometimes there's nights when the ball just isn't going in. But overall, our girls are fighters, and they're gonna always play hard, and I thought they did that, and there's just gonna be nights like that. So, learning opportunity and keep growing.
This Washington team comes in, they're undefeated on the season, they're a big team. What stands out the most, other than maybe their size, what stands out the most about this Washington team? Oh,
they push extremely hard in transition, extremely hard. Like every single time they are going straight at you, straight to the basket, and all five are running. So, and that makes it challenging too, because they can throw it over the top of you, because they're all 6 foot. So, and they're skilled. It's not like they're just big and fast. They're also skilled basketball players. So, obviously that presents a lot of challenges.
I think we talked before the season got rolling, or as the season was getting rolling, that you know that your team's going to be probably the shorter end every single game. So in a game like this, again, how does Pierre work to be in good spots, even though you're outsized?
Well, I think you just kind of said it, like work. We just got to keep working, just keep playing basketball. Our whole thing is about getting better and growth, and don't let score dictate our behavior on the floor. We know we're working to get better, so we want to take every opportunity to do that. And the only way they can get better is by giving full effort every single time, and just focusing on the next play. I don't care. Maybe we get up 15. I don't care if we're up 15, down 15. Score really doesn't matter right now. Our whole process and focus is getting better.
Well, and you mentioned too the first after the first question, talking about just not shooting the ball really well, and it just wasn't falling for you Thursday. Again, in a game like this, how important it is to maybe hit those outside shots, but then if they're not falling right away, to not start to get down on yourself.
Oh yeah, I think they understand that. You just keep playing. Like I said, it's one play. Next best thing we talk about a lot, where it's, I don't care if something good happens, something bad happened. Now we're moving. How quickly can you move on to the next thing, and then how good are you at continually doing that over and over again? That's that's basketball. The best teams do that. They just go from one thing to the next, whether it's good or bad. And the cool thing is it translates to life. You're gonna have good things and bad things that happen, but you're gonna have to wake up the next day regardless and put your best foot forward.
Jasmine Yost out here today. Ellen Hart will get the start in her place. Obviously, Hart gets several minutes anyway, but not having Jasmine in the lineup. Again, what kind of translates into girls filling that role a little bit more from different players?
Yeah, Jasmine, she's a unique player in that energy and quickness that she brings. So, some other girls step up into that spot and have to do what they do. I don't expect them to be Jasmine. They have to be themselves. And, hopefully, we need to get some more scoring. Part of it is, if Emory's not hitting shots, where else can it come from? So that means other people got to be looking for opportunities to score and ways to score. So those girls stepping in for Jazz, a few more minutes. How can they impact the game, offensively, especially as far as getting some looks for us.
Biggest key then overall here for the Governors to get a win against Washington?
Well, transition, number one. We got to get back and stop the ball. And then rebound, because, we had some troubles against Harrisburg with rebounding, obviously. So, Washington presents a whole another challenge on that. So, getting back, getting the ball stopped, and then rebounding, that's step one and step two, and then you go from there.
Coach, appreciate the time. As always, good luck today.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Kirk Beba of the Pierre Governors. Back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
As we welcome you back, we are getting set here for our contest, but we are still waiting the end of the sophomore game. They are in overtime. It is 41-41 with about 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. As the sophomores end up coming back from a 5-point deficit to get the game tied. Washington had a couple chances to win the game at the free throw line, but missed all 4 of their free throw opportunities. Governors missed the buzzer beater to win the game, and it is 1:57 to go in the sophomore matchup. And we are still tied at 41 in overtime. So our game between the Governors and the Washington Warriors varsity-wise will be a little bit delayed. But let's check out some scores from around the states and give you an update with 3 games in action right now. Stevens has a 69-15 lead over Lincoln with about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Roosevelt has a 11-10 lead over Rapid City Central at the end of the first quarter, and nearing halftime. West Fargo Horace is leading at T area 32-19. That game being played at the Sanford Pentagon. Huron and Harrisburg, they were scheduled for a 1:30 start, but there is no update from Harrisburg High School. And then Belfouche and Douglas playing at 2 o'clock Central Time, and then Jefferson and Aberdeen Central. It's a 3 o'clock scheduled start time in Aberdeen for girls AA. For boys AA, there are no games in progress right now. Stevens and Lincoln are playing next from that in Lincoln High School. Riggs High School, obviously, Pierre taking on Washington at 2 o'clock. Rapid City Central and Roosevelt are scheduled for a 2:30 first tip-off from Roosevelt High School. Harrisburg is hosting Huron as well at 3 o'clock. That's a doubleheader for those contests. Douglas and Belfouche at 3:30 Central Time. And then T's also facing Sioux Center, Iowa at the Sanford Pentagon. We look at, let's go to girls A basketball. One final score right now. McLaughlin beat Crow Creek 48-37. Looking at some of those other matchups in Class A locally, Miller takes on Ipswich from Redfield. That's a 5:30 scheduled tip-off time for that contest in girls basketball. Chamberlain, Shine Eagle Butte, they're scheduled for 4:30 tip-off of that game. In girls Class B, it is Langford area with a 5-point lead over Andy Central Dakota Christian, the Redfield Classic, 26-21 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. McLaughlin did beat Crow Creek earlier today, 48-37. And we mentioned that just a little bit earlier. But then Sully Buttes is taking on, they're at the Redfield Classic as well. Let's see here. Don't have their score up, but they were scheduled to be at the Redfield Classic this afternoon. Timberlake and Gettysburg in Gettysburg at 3:30 with that tip-off. Miller and Ipswich again, that's a 5:30 tip-off. In boys Class B, McLaughlin with a 14-4 lead over Crow Creek at the end of the first quarter. Also, again, Sully Buttes taking on Sioux Valley. That's boys matchup at the Round Ball Classic in Volga. 5 o'clock tip-off. Sully Buttes at 5-0, Sioux Valley at 4-2. Should be a good one, and that's on Country 95.3 and on YouTube at Country 95.3 Sports. With a 5 o'clock tip, Wyatt Britchka will have the call on that contest. Leola Frederick and Waverly South Shore, that's a 5-2 team, Leola Frederick. That's a 5 o'clock tip-off for that one at Frederick High School. But that looks like for Class B, there's Faulkton area taking on North Central at 4:30. Looking at Class A for the boys, looking like not too many. Again, Sioux Valley is a Class A team. Chamberlain and Shiny Eagle Butte at 6:30 in Eagle Butte, 6:30 Central Time for that tip-off. So that's a look around the state for all 6 classes, the 3 for the boys and the 3 for the girls. It is 33 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter, and it's a still tied game at 43. I would say fourth quarter. It's an overtime. 33.6 to go to 43-43 game. So potentially this varsity game could be backed up a little bit more. There's only been 3 points scored between these teams. So we will still have the varsity game coming up for you here, as we'll be a little bit past 2 o'clock before we get to, obviously past 2 o'clock before we get to that contest between the Governors and the Washington Warriors. You heard from Coach Kirk Beebout. By the way, Jasmine Yost, she is out. She got a concussion towards the end of that game on Thursday, so she's out for this contest. And it will be Ellen Hart that will be in the place of her starting-wise. And so Ellen Hart will get a little bit more of a few more minutes in this contest for the Pierre Governors. They're sitting at 2-4, and again, they won't play again until a couple of Tuesdays from now, January 20th. So they'll have 10 days between games after this game is done. So before they travel to Douglas, boys will be on the road to T on Tuesday. And we'll have that one on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Let's take another break. We'll come back. Actually, we'll keep it here with a sophomore game with about 19 seconds left to go. Emily Swanson got a rebound. It's a 5th team foul for Washington. I know you couldn't see that. We'll go down here the other way. We'll take the KCCR Sports off of that, off the YouTube screen, off the screen. Emily Swanson is stepping to the free throw line to try and give Pierre the lead with 19 seconds left to go here in the contest. So she got 2 shots, missed the first one. That was a 15 foul. Sophomore game, and again, it's an overtime, being 43-43. Was going to take it a break, but we'll keep it here, and you can watch a little bit if you're watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports. So it is a 1-point game. 19 seconds left to go between Washington and Pierre, as the Washington Warriors will get into the front court. Don't believe there's any timeouts, or is there a timeout here? There is still a timeout for the Washington Warriors with 10 seconds left to go. And that will add on to extend this out just a little bit longer between the Governors and the Washington Warriors. And again, then we'll have another 15 minutes after we get done with the sophomore game before we get started with the varsity game. So we will be behind schedule to get us going with a thrilling overtime game right now for the Pierre Governors, leading the Washington Warriors 44-43 here in overtime. And coming up after we're done here this afternoon, we've got the NFL doubleheader, as it will be the Rams and the Panthers to play first. We'll join that in progress. They're scheduled for a 3:30 kickoff, so we'll see if maybe we can get out there by kickoff time. But otherwise, we'll join that in progress. And then the Bears and the Packers will play after that. And by the way, KCCR is your home for all playoff games for the NFL. The only time that we will not have the entirety of the game would be today, because we've got Pierre Governor basketball, but we'll join that in progress as quick as we can. And then it'll be we'll have all 3 games tomorrow. And of course, church service may be going a little bit longer than 12 o'clock, so we may not miss kickoff between the Bills and the Jaguars, but we'll have that game followed by the 49ers and Eagles and the Chargers and Patriots. As the sophomores, the Washington Warriors miss the shot, the Governors get the rebound, and they will win. The game will appear in overtime. Emlyn Swanson's free throw gave the Governors a 44-43 lead, and they were able to force the missed shots from Washington, and that will take care of the ball game between Pierre and Washington and start to get us set here for the varsity game between the Governors and the Warriors. Let's take another break here in the pregame show. We'll come back and continue to talk about this matchup as we get set between the Governors and the Washington Warriors. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. Because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy. Feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy. Proud to support our local high school athletes.
Becky Pottsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
As we welcome you back, we continue to get set here for the Washington Warriors and the Pierre Governors. John Wickler with you on this Saturday afternoon as you're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We look back on Thursday's game for the Pierre Governors, who have put themselves with a 55-28 loss. Coach Bebout had said it. He goes, early shots, if they could have gone down, we could have seen this Governor team lead by potentially 10 points in that first quarter. They had a lot of good looks that just didn't fall for them and didn't shoot the ball particularly well throughout the ball game. Their best quarter was the third quarter, where they outscored Harrisburg 16-13, but were outscored in each of the other three quarters, including that second quarter, which would end up being 19-4 in favor of Harrisburg. But the Governors were down just 9-6 after the first quarter. And again, they just didn't shoot really well in that first quarter. They were able to get away with it. They did not in the second. And then that fourth quarter, they were able to then jump up to that 27-point win overall, which kind of came towards the end of that game. But for the Governors, it's going to be, can they shoot the ball effectively here this afternoon? But the biggest thing is got to limit the offensive rebound for Washington, which is going to be even tougher against this Washington team than it was against Harrisburg. And that's not to say that the Governors can't do it today, because they didn't do it well on Thursday. They put themselves in right spots, get a couple bounces to go their way, and able to rebound better than what they did on Thursday. And this game, we're going to see this Governor team compete with this Washington Warriors team. It's going to be hard to beat them because they are a very good team. Blake Dean and I did the boys game on Tuesday against an undefeated Lincoln squad, where the Governors, even if they were outmatched or not, it's going to be tough to beat a really, really good team. And Lincoln showed why they were one of the best teams in the state. Washington's trying to prove it here again today and on the girls' side of things. And it's going to be a tough battle. It's you can't mix words and say, hey, the Governors played, they're a good game, they're going to win the basketball game. They can still play really well and not win a game against Washington. AA basketball is tough to win. You see a lot of matchups that just a couple of bounces go another team's way, and you say, well, they were the better team. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. They still got to win. This Governor team can play really, really good and not get the bounces to go their way and not fall and not get a win against Washington. Washington can play a good game, and Pierre can still get a win. This is a really good Washington team that the Governors have got to play really well and then some to try and get a win here this afternoon, and they absolutely can go and beat this Washington Warriors team. But it's going to take a full 32-minute effort. Got to be able to shoot the ball really well and be able to get those rebounds and limit those second chance opportunities for the Warriors. And if they do, the outcome's going to be a favorable one for the Governors. Even if they don't end up winning the game, you're going to come away with it saying, boy, this team can compete with everybody in the state. And if they continue to get better, they're going to be a team that can make some noise at the end of the season. Head Coach Bebout said it too in the interview. Governors that you're looking to build throughout the season. We've heard it from other coaches. It's about getting better as the season goes along, and then you got to make sure you win at the very end of the season when things matter the most. And not that you don't want to win, and no coach is going to say we'll take a loss, but they will say if we play really well and we come up short, we're going to build off of every single outcome that happens in a season and want to make sure that we get a win at the very end of the season when it comes down to the Sodak 16 and into the state tournament. So the Pierre Governors are looking for an opportunity to take on one of the best teams in the state, the Washington Warriors, here this afternoon. It's coming up shortly. We still got a little bit of time before we get to tip-off. Right around 2:15 for tip-off now between the Governors and the Washington Warriors, so we're just under 10 minutes away for this contest here this afternoon. Let's take another break in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll continue talking about this matchup. We'll give you starters between the Governors and the Washington Warriors. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota. Allied Plumbing and Heating knows how exhausting it is to do a funky dance when you're in the shower. First, it's the hokey pokey to get your body wet. Then it's the headbanger's ball when you're trying to get the shampoo out of your hair. Finally, the YMCA to get the soap off the rest of your body. You need to replace those bathroom fixtures. Trust your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating to make showering a relaxing experience and not a dance class. 494-2001.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. And we welcome you back as we continue to get set here for the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. As we look at some of the starters, for this contest. We start with the Washington Warriors, as it'll be Layla Bertie, the 6-foot sophomore forward. Josie Beitler, the 5'10 sophomore guard. Number 31, Rylan Kennett, the 5'10 senior forward. Number 33, Dana Harp, the 6-foot senior guard. And number 50, Jersey Peterson, the 6'1 sophomore forward. For the Pierre Governors, their starters, it'll be almost the same. Jasmine Yost again is out here this afternoon. Helen Hart will get the start in her place. The 5'4 sophomore guard will be, she's a lone sophomore of the team, and she gets the start here this afternoon. Molly Olson, the 5'6 junior guard, will get the start. Emery Larson, the 5'5 senior guard. Number 31, Jordan Kirky, the 5'6 junior forward. And number 35, Mackenzie Flotmeyer, the 5'6 senior power forward. The Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors getting set here this afternoon from Riggs High School. Looking forward to this matchup between these two teams, as the Governors will look to go to 3-4 on the year, while the Washington Warriors are trying to get to 7-0 and stay undefeated between this against this Governor team and on the season here in Class AA. We'll take one more break. Come back with that opening tip. That's for you next here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
for helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
As we welcome you back, it is just about set for tip-off between the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors as they're just introducing the starting lineups. And again, we'll give you those starting lineups. It is number 25, Layla Birdie, the 6-foot sophomore forward. Number 30, Josie Beitler, the 5'10 sophomore guard. Number 31, Rylan Kennett, the 5'10 senior forward. Number 33, Dana Harp, the 6-foot senior guard. And number 50, Jersey Peterson, the 6'1 sophomore forward. So it is going to be Birdie, Beitler, Kennett, Harp, and Peterson. Where the Pierre Governors, their starters will be number 5, Molly Olson, the 5'6 junior guard. Number 11, Emery Larson, the 5'5 senior guard. Number 12, Ellen Hart, the 5'4 sophomore guard who is starting in place of the injured Jasmine Yost. Number 31, Jordan Kirky, the 5'6 junior center. And number 35, Mackenzie Flotmeyer, the 5'6 senior power forward. It will be Olson, Larson, Hartz, Kirky, and Flotmeyer for the Pierre Governors. And we'll again, this is a very big Washington lineup because the Governors have starters at 5'6", 5'5", 5'4", 5'6", and 5'6". Marina Bushbaum is 5'10 for the Governors, who will come off the bench. Washington's starting at 5 is 6 foot, 5'10", 5'10", 6 foot, and 6'1". That's a big discrepancy, but the Governors, they know they're going to be a smaller team all the way throughout, and they know that they have to work hard being the smaller group throughout this entire season. Mackenzie Flotmeyer take the opening tip-off against Layla Birdie. We are underway as it will be an opening tip won by the Washington Warriors. Look like a travel, but it will be a missed shot by Washington. The Governors will get the rebound. So an early stop here for Pierre on that for first possession. Ellen Hart will work it across midcourt. Emery Larson now has it on the right side for Hart into the corner for Olson. Got double teamed. Will find a way to get it to Hart, but it does come out of bounds, and it will be a turnover of the Governors on their first possession of the ball game. 7:37 left to go here in the first quarter. The Governors with a small press. Into the front court goes Washington. An open three is fired away and missed from Rylan Kennett, and the Governors get the defensive rebound. Larson just got a hand on a pass that was behind her and was able to keep it from going out of bounds. So the Governors are 2 for 2 defensive stops here against the Washington Warriors. 2-3 zone for Washington. Larson, long range three will be offline, hit the front of the rim. Rebound was grabbed by Kennett, and then we get a whistle and a jump ball. Molly Olson tying up, and the Governors will get the possession back. Great job there by Olson as Kennett brought the ball down to her waist, and Olson right next to her. able to grab it and tie it up. Olsen will catch the inbound pass, pull up with a jumper, miss the shot from the baseline, and the rebound will be grabbed by the Washington Warriors. Jordan Kirky slow to get up as she was on the floor. Underneath the basket, tough shot is missed, but the rebound's grabbed by Washington. The putback is going to be up and good, and Washington will get the first points of the ball game as it's Jersey Peterson. And then a turnover and an easy layup for Birdie. And it's now a 4-0 lead. Excuse me, Berthet will get the, and then another turnover on a pass that was trying to go over the top of a much taller Josie Beitler. And it's quickly 6-0. After 2 quick stops, the Governors have turned the ball over now 3 times underneath the basket, and it's now an 8-0 lead, and a timeout will be taken as Berthet will get another bucket, and it's an 8-0 lead with 6:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Coach Bebout has to take a timeout. 3 straight turnovers after made baskets by Washington turns into an 8-0 advantage quickly. Governors were 2 for 2 on defensive stops, but did not get the ball past midcourt after Washington scored that first bucket. And Coach Bebout, again, had to take that first timeout quickly with 6:25 left to go here in the first quarter. And an 8-0 advantage of the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard for the Washington Warriors. Coming out of the timeout, Jordan Kirky will inbound. She can run the length of the floor, but Washington quickly gets into their press. And what Coach Bebout said, they were very quick in transition. Olsen will catch the inbound pass, throws it for Larson. Now the Governors have numbers the other way. Larson pulls up, running jumper, bounces off the rim and the glass, missed the shot, rebounds by Flotmeyer. Her putback was partially blocked, and then it went to Jordan Kirky, who then she was fouled. And so with 6:11 left to go, the first foul committed against the Washington Warriors. That will be against Josie Beitler. And now Ellen Hart will inbound here for the Governors. On the left baseline, make to the right baseline, lobbed out. Flotmeyer have to go in the backcourt to pick it up. It's a fresh 35 anyway. That was nearly close to backcourt. The Governors hadn't come across midcourt. Here's a long 3 by Larson, but that one's going to miss in an air ball. And it's going the other way. Up ahead and unable to make the catch was Berthet. And it will turn into the Washington second turnover with 5:57 to go. And again, this Washington Warrior team has got the full press on. Olsen will catch. She is double team, steps right through it though. Finds an open Ellen Hart. Tried to lob it again over the top. And it's going to be a bounce off of Hart last. Out of play. And another turnover for the Governors. Got to get the, right now, really what the Governors have tried to do is just lob it over the top. And you got a head fake with that pass over the top. Get Washington in the air and then get the bounce pass. But they have tried to throw over the top of the larger Washington team. Kirky will get the steal. It'll be grabbed by Flotmeyer as Kirky was able to intercept the pass. Then again, another lob from Hart that was tipped, but it went to Larson. Now Olsen in the corner for 3. She's fouled and will go to the line for 3 free throws. Missed the shot, and the shot wasn't really altered by the block attempt, but it was Layla Berthet that ended up hitting Olsen's hand in an easy foul call for the official to make. And Olsen's at the free throw line for 3 attempts. The Governors did not hit a free throw on Thursday's loss, as the first one will miss for Molly Olsen. They went 0 for 6 in the loss on Thursday, so this is trying to get one on the board here early on, but get some free throws to knock down for the Governors. Second free throw here for Olsen. That will rattle in and out, and she's 0 for 2. And a third free throw upcoming. 5:31 left to go here in the first quarter. It is an 8-0 lead for Washington. Third free throw here for Olsen. That will also roll in and out. So she goes 0 for 3 on that trip, and the defensive rebound coming for Jersey Peterson. This will bounce off a couple legs, and then Ellen Hart, I believe, will get the foul. She was diving on the floor for the loose ball, but she undercuts the Washington Warrior. Kind of tough for Hart, who was diving for that was really a loose ball, but will end up getting called for the foul. As it's on the left side, Beitler drives in, her pass misses, and it was tipped by the Governor, so it'll stay with Washington. She was looking underneath for Dana Harp, who has not touched the ball yet underneath the basket. Now the left baseline, lob out top for Berthet. Bertay will drive all the way in, able to Euro step around and get the layup to make it a 10-0 lead. Ellen Hart, she gets tripped up. That'll be a foul on Bertay. That's her second. That's the third team foul. But now Coach Parrish is going to have to go to the bench and bring in what will be, well, number 20, and we don't have a number 20. Be Lauren Kennett that will check in. So Lauren Kennett is wearing number 20. Not on the roster. Emery Larson into the front court, picks up her dribble, lobs it over for Hart, who will drive all the way in. Tough shot for Hart, but she'll miss it. And with 4:50 left to go, 10-0 lead for Washington. Length of the floor, that pass was missed as the shot was missed by Harp, and then the rebound and the putback for Jersey Peterson, and it's a 12-0 lead. This pass will go over for Olsen in the right wing. She'll pull up for a three. Missed the shot. Offensive board for Flottmeyer, and the putback is good. Mackenzie Flottmeyer gets the Governors on the board. Now a double team trap and a good play by Ellen Hart and Molly Olsen to force the jump ball. It'll stay with the Washington Warriors with 4:23 to go. 31 on the shot clock. The inbound pass will work into the corner. Pump fake, one dribble inside the arc, and the shot was missed by Rylan Kennett. The rebound will be grabbed by Jordan Kirky. No look pass up ahead for Larson, who will step into a three, and that one's missed as an air ball. Rebound will be grabbed by Josie Beitler, and Beitler into the front court. All the way to the corner, driving in. That shot is good, and a foul. Makes it 14-2 with 3:58 left to go, and that shot good from Rylan Kennett, her first made shot. Again, Lauren Kennett is wearing number 20. The foul was committed by Olsen, her first. We have Marina Bushbaum that's checked in, along with also Zoe Bauer that is in as well. 3:58 left to go here in the first quarter. It's a 14-2 lead. And the free throw here from Kennett, their first one of the game for Washington. It will fall. It's a 15-2 advantage. Larson's pass is tipped. The still does get to Olsen. Bauer up ahead for Flottmeyer. Leaves it back for Olsen. He will start to drive, kick it for Bauer. The freshman for a three rolls in and out. A good look there from the 5'5 freshman, but can't get to fall. It's a 13-point lead the other way for three for Kennett. That one will miss. Rebound will be fought for, won by Harp. Bushbaum nearly took it away. Right-handed layup is missed by Harp, though. Bushbaum will get the rebound, outlets it up ahead for Larson. Larson one-on-one, goes to her right hand. Shot partially blocked, and the rebound will be grabbed by Washington, and then Larson trying to fight for the ball still will end up picking up the foul. And the third team foul for the Governors, and the first one for Emery Larson. 3:21 left to go here in the first quarter. A 13-point lead for the Washington Warriors. Layla Bertay will check in. She does have the two fouls, as Jersey Peterson will be taking a breather. Here's Beitler in the backcourt for Harp. Her pass is going to be stepped in front. Olsen intercepts it. Turnover by the Washington Warriors. Now Larson will head fake into the corner. Olsen will catch, pull up for a three. That one is missed. It was short, and the rebound is grabbed, and then a foul committed by the Governors with 3:02 left to go here in the first quarter. It is the fourth team foul, and the second one for Olsen. And so will the Governors end up going to their bench. But they will allow Olsen to still be in the ball game right now. We'll see if they're going to end up making a change. Kirky is going to go to the bench, probably checking in for Olsen. That pass, Olsen will step in front. We get another jump ball, and it will go in favor of the Governors. Ellen Hart and Kirky both have checked in. So Hart is in for Olsen. Kirky will check in for Flottmeyer. And so, yeah, it's going to be the Governor basketball. Fifth turnover by Washington. Both teams with 5 turnovers right now, with 2:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Inbound pass for Ellen Hart. Right back for Zoe Bauer. Nice pass for Larson into the front court. 2-on-1 right now for the Governors. Larson steps into a shot, but that will be off the Governors after it was an air ball. Might have been blocked, partially blocked, but then ended up going off of the Governors last, and it'll be now to the Washington Warriors. 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Right up the floor goes Dana Harp on a quick outlet pass. Shot was missed. The rebound will be grabbed by Washington, saved by the Warriors. Bertay missed the shot, and then we're going to get a push against the Washington Warriors, which will end up being their 4th foul with 2:29 left to go. And that will be on Dana Harp, her 1st, and the team's 4th. And Jersey Peterson will check back in as Rylan Kennett will take a seat. So both teams with 4 fouls, and with 2:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Next foul will put any team in the bonus. Hart, that pass nearly over the top of Kirky, but she's able to get a fingertip on it. And then Washington will knock the pass away as it ended up being Bertay that came flying in to knock it away from Bauer, who was racing down the floor. Now Bauer will inbound the left baseline with 2:20 to go here in the first. 27 the shot clock. Her pass didn't get far enough out to Larson, and it's intercepted. And a 6th turnover by the Governors here in the first quarter. Driving in, that pass tipped. It's going to be off the Governors, and it'll stay with the Washington Warriors. No, it was off of Washington. So we'll go back to Pierce. So that'd be the 6th turnover for Washington now. Still 15-2 with 2:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Governors are trying to find some kind of offense here in this first quarter. Bauer racing down the sideline on the far side. Then she throws it over the top of Flotmeyer. And another turnover by Pierre, the 7th of this first quarter. With 2:04 left to go. And a little bit of sloppiness from both teams right now, who had to wait just a little bit longer with the sophomore game going to overtime. Rylan Kennett will check back in. And Bertay will take a seat with her 2 fouls. She did come back in after getting her 2nd foul being taken out. Underneath the basket, Jersey Peterson took 1 power dribble, missed the shot though, and Larson will gather the rebound for the Governors. Hart lobs it over for Bauer into the front court for the Governors. 1:45 left to go here in the first. Hart back to the top of the key for Bauer. Looking right side, then that pass is going to be intercepted. Stepping in front of it was Beitler, then leaves it for Harp, who will lay it in to make it 17-2. And Dana Harp now makes it a 15-point lead. That pass deflected, another steal for Washington, layup for Beitler, and it's now a 19-2 lead. And 8 turnovers and 9 turnovers now here in the first quarter for the Governors. 17-point advantage. Kirky right side for Larson, but then she lost the ball, but it does go out of bounds off of Washington. So it stays with the Governors with 27 to go on the shot clock. 1:09 remaining here in the first quarter. Mackenzie Flotmeyer will inbound. 17-point lead here in the first quarter for the Washington Warriors. And that lob pass will go to the backcourt. Bauer didn't catch the ball in time. It'll be an easy layup for Harp on the other side. Governors have turned the ball over 10 times here in the first half. 20, make the first quarter, make that 11 turnovers. Bauer's pass is deflected, stolen away. Harp for a 3 is missed, and the rebound's grabbed by Kirky. And Flotmeyer hands it for Bauer. 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 21-2, Washington leads over the Governors. That pass, Larson stays inbounds, doesn't travel. Then her pass nearly was stolen away. It'll be Bauer that lost the handle of it. Lost the handle of the ball again. It will end up going over for Washington, who will take it away. And the Warriors back now down, and Dana Harp will get the feed from Beitler. And Dana Harp has made it a 23-2 lead here in the first quarter. Shot clock is turned off. Mackenzie Flotmeyer now for Bauer, up ahead for Kirky, just in time in the front court. Pass is tipped. Ball knocked around. It'll eventually stay with the Governors with 3 seconds to go, and then we get a foul. And the Governors will shoot free throws with 3.1 to go here in the first quarter. Ellen Hart will take the free throws. And it's Lauren Kennett who will pick up the foul. Ellen Hart to the free throw line. First free throw will miss as the Governors are now 0 for 4. Olsen went 0 for 3 after getting fouled on a 3-point attempt. It's 23-2 right now. Governors down by 21. Second free throw is also missed. Final shot upcoming from Harp, and it's going to come up short. And the Governors will be down 23-2 heading to the second quarter. Back in a minute, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Well, the second quarter just about to begin. The Pierre Governors are down 23-2 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. As Washington, who went 1 for 1 for the free throw line, Dana Hart quickly drives the lane, missed the shot. Berthe will get the rebound, and she is fouled. And we have the first team foul here by the Governors. The Governors went 0 for 5 in the free throw line, made just one bucket in that first quarter. Jordan Kirky will pick up the foul, her first. But Pierre has just struggled to find baskets here in this first quarter. And now find themselves down by 21, make it 23 as Layla Berthe will get the easy layup. And it's a 25-2 lead for the Washington Warriors. Hart over for Bauer. That hard pass to Flottmeyer, now for Olsen on the right corner. Flottmeyer takes one dribble, picks it up, finds Bauer on the right side. She'll pull up for a three. Bauer misses the three-point shot. Rebound will be grabbed. And then Jordan Kirky is again down on the floor on the other end. It'll be a layup. And Kirky, who hit it at the back of her head on the rebound attempt, it ended up being Molly Olsen and Kirky that ended up running into each other. I believe it was Harp that ended up getting that bucket to go. If I'm correct, it was Harp that got the bucket. But it is 27-2. Kirky is going to head to the locker room right now. Bushbaum will check in. Since they didn't really catch the number and the person who scored for Washington, as I look back to Kirky after the shot was made. Ellen Hart into the front court. Bushbaum is in for Kirky, and hopefully Kirky is able to return in this game. That would be the second girl that they've lost in a game, as Olsen's three hits the side of the backboard, and a missed shot and a rebound here for the Washington Warriors. Quickly up ahead, they'll pull up for three. That one shot is missed. Rebound, though, will be fought for on the ground, and we'll get a tie-up, and it will go to the Pierre Governors. The rebound wasn't really grabbed by Jersey Peterson. And the Governors will get the ball on the alternating possession. We will have Kenna Knutson that will check in for Berthe. 6:40 left to go here in the first half, 27-2. The Governors are down by 25. Kenzie Flottmeyer on the left side for Ellen Hart. Hart will start to drive, kicks it back for Flottmeyer, and then into the corner for Olsen, back out of the wing. Hart will pull up for a three. That one's offline, and the rebound is grabbed by the Washington Warriors. It goes up ahead. That shot, a foul, and two shots upcoming from the free throw line for London Ladasaw. And Ellen Hart will pick up her second foul. And Ladasaw will look for her first points. First one away, and that will rattle its way home. Again, the Governors were 0 for 5 in the first quarter. Washington 1 for 1 from the free throw line, as Bauer will take a seat with Emery Larson checking back in. Second free throw here for Ladasaw, and that will also fall. It's 29-2. And Dana Harp is back into the game after taking a quick breather. 29-2. 6:15 left to go here in the first half. Again, don't say it very often, but a running clock does not start until the second half, regardless of what the score is in the first half. Olsen's three is missed. It was short, but an offensive rebound for Larson. Back to Olsen. Now Hart, who's on the baseline. Out on the right wing for Olsen. Driving in, trying to create some space. Turns. That shot off the side of the backboard. Rebound comes back out, and Mackenzie Flottmeyer now has it. Lob out top for Larson. NBA range three for Larson. And fired away, but it hit the back iron and missed. And the Washington Warriors will gather the rebound. Dana Harp on the left side. That's a shot just inside the free throw from the three-point line from Ladisall. And the rebound was grabbed by the Governors and a foul committed by Jersey Peterson, her first. As Layla Bertay will check back in for Peterson. 5:39 left to go here in the first half. Another sub checking in. Berkeley Hall will check in as Ladisall will take a seat. And a 27-point advantage right now for the Washington Warriors. Here in the first half, the Governors are trying to get off the schneid here in the second quarter and had just one bucket made, as this would be a skip pass. Larson in the corner for three. Missed the shot short, but she gets the offensive rebound. Now Olsen, top of the key for Ellen Hart. Left side for Marina Bushbaum at the elbow. Back out top here for Hart. Lobs it over for Flottmeyer. Drives in, kicks it out to the right wing. Larson will catch and shoot, and there's a big three for Emery Larson to get the Governors on the board here in the second quarter. Driving all the way is Harp, and that will be a charge called against Dana Harp. The turnover against the Washington Warriors. And the Governors will get the ball right back. Larson's three is a big one to at least get the Governors scoring in this second quarter. And they're still down by 24. So while it's a big three, and it's, you know, the deficit is still high, at least gives the Governors an opportunity to see the ball go in the basket here in the second quarter and maybe start to flow some inside. But that pass will miss from Ellen Hart to Marina Bushbaum. Bushbaum was a little bit slow to get the hands up on the quick pass, and that's the first turnover of the second quarter for the Governors. Everything had been missed shots prior to Larson's made three, and then that turnover. Underneath, Harp nearly traveled, but it will be a bucket for Dana Harp. And it's now a 31-5 lead here with 4:35 to go in the second quarter. Larson, right side for Hart, into the corner. Alex Ludemann's in for the first time for the Governors. Stepping through, that will be a tie-up. It is a jump ball, and it will go to the Washington Warriors. So it'll be another turnover. That's the 14th turnover of the ball game for the Governors, but only the second here in the second quarter. 4:24 left to go here in the second quarter. 26-point lead for the Warriors. Underneath, left-hand layup. The shot is good and a foul. And Washington, Dana Harp will add on another one. And looking for now her a three-point play. Zoe Bauer will check in for Ellen Hart. It was Marina Bushbaum that picked up the foul. And one attempt from Harp will rattle home. And it's now a 34-5 lead with 4:17 to go here in the first half. Ludasaw will check in. 4:10 left to go, 34-5. There's a steal here for Washington. And then taking all the way, there's a foul committed by Bauer, who ended up having the turnover. Beitler will go to the free throw line. She is looking to add on, who's got 4 points right now. And for Bauer, that's her first, and the team's fourth. And a free throw upcoming here for Beitler. First one is good to make it 35-5 here in the second quarter with 4:05 left to go. Second free throw upcoming here for Beitler. That will also fall through, and it's now a 36-5 lead. 31-point advantage here for the Washington Warriors in the first half. Alex Ludeman left side for Larson. Long three is away. That was missed, but also with the rebound, the putback, and Molly Olsen on the putback will get her first points of the afternoon. 36-7. Quickly underneath here for Peterson, but she will travel and will turn it over with 3:44 to go. As the 8th turnover by Washington. This will be here for Zoe Bauer, Molly Olson for Emery Larson for a 3. That one is missed. It's an air ball, and the rebound is going to be grabbed. And we'll go up ahead, and that one will be, no, they say it was not a carry. So that the hand stayed above the basketball. The shot was missed. The Governors got the rebound, and then a foul committed by the Washington Warriors. And it is on Ludasol. So Alex Ludeman will check out. Right now the Governors have Olson, Bauer who will catch the inbound pass, Larson, Bushbaum, and Flottmeyer on the floor. 3:17 to go here in the first half. Mackenzie Flottmeyer for Zoe Bauer. Left side for Flottmeyer, who will start to drive. Again, zone defense for Washington, which has allowed the Governors to have some open looks for 3. Bauer again trying to throw over the top. It's going to be intercepted up ahead the floor, and it will be free throws upcoming for Ladisol as she is fouled with 3:01 left to go here in the first half. And the foul committed by Zoe Bauer, her second, as the 5th team foul for the Governors in this second quarter. So Ladisol to the free throw line, who's 2 for 2 so far, and that free throw is good. By the way, earlier on the shot that was made when Kirky was hurt, it was by Lauren Kennett. 37-7 free throw. Second free throw was good for Ladisol. And it's 38-7 in favor of the Washington Warriors. Zoe Bauer, top of the key for Mackenzie Flottmeyer. Back to Bauer on the left wing. Again, giving her all kinds of space, and picks up her dribble, throws it over for Flottmeyer on the right side. Lefty will drive in, kicks it for Bauer at the top of the key. Bauer goes right back out for Olson. Lost handle of the ball, is able to pick it back up in the lane, out for Bushbaum. Now for Flottmeyer on the right side. Olson will catch and shoot with 7 on the shot clock and drain a 3. Molly Olson now with 5 points here in the quarter. Governors down still big, 38-10 with 2:20 to go here in the second quarter. On the right side, out on the top of the floor, driving in, Beitler, that shot is missed. Bushbaum will gather the rebound. It's now up ahead for Bauer. Will work into the front court, and that pass is deflected. Trying to step in front of it was Rylan Kennett. And we'll go on to play. 2:09 left to go here in the second quarter. By the way, that shot from Lauren Kennett, looks like Molly Olson is bleeding, so she'll have to come out of the ball game to get a Band-Aid and get it maybe potentially wrapped up on the arm, just right around the wrist area. 2:09 left to go, but Lauren Kennett's shot, I mentioned didn't see it. Appreciate my dad watching and able to go back and make sure that the right number got the points, the 2 points. Emery Larson on the left wing, kicks it out top for Ludeman. She'll pull up for a 3, and that one will miss. And it will be rebounded by Washington, and we get a jump ball, and a good job by Marina Bushbaum to get the ball right back. So another turnover for Washington. Had the rebound, but Bushbaum was able to force a tie-up. And it will be an inbound on the left baseline. Caught in the shot for Ludeman. That will miss, and the rebound will eventually come back for Mackenzie Flottmeyer. Ludeman again will try a 3. That one's going to be offline. And the rebound is grabbed here by the Washington Warriors. Beitler will go up ahead, throws it over into the corner, work it back out top for Beitler. Is able to find the handle of it. Now will drive all the way to the basket. No whistle on the contact that was made from both Beitler and the Governors, but Larson will come away with it. She's open for a 3 in the left wing. Pulls up, missed the shot, and the rebound is grabbed here by Washington with 1:15 left to go here in the second quarter. 38-10, Washington leads. There's a turnover, and then we've got everybody flying around, and a foul will be called. And the referee's going to talk about it. Is it going to be on Washington, or is it going to be on the Governors? Had 2 different girls that were pretty out of control, and I believe it's on the Washington Warriors. It is. It will be a foul committed by Ladisol. So with 1:10 left to go, Molly Olson checks back into the game. That's the 4th team foul by Washington. Would have been a significant foul, not just by the who would have the ball, but who end up with, if there have been free throws or not for Washington. Here's another turnover by the Governors as Bauer lost the handle of it. Into the corner, driving is Beitler underneath the basket, kicking it over for a long 2, and the shot was missed by Kennett, and the rebound is grabbed by Ludeman. Larson throws it up ahead for Olson, who will drive. Left-hand shot is blocked. Goes back to Olson. Larson steps back for a 3, looking for the bank shot, but missed it. Olson will keep it alive and throw it off of number 11, Berkeley Hall, for it to go out of play, and the Governors will retain possession with 39.1 to go here in the second quarter. Down by 28, 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It'll be Bauer that will inbound for Ludeman in the corner on the right side from a left baseline inbound. Ludeman was going to go up and under, but then didn't have enough to go around and underneath the basket. She was also trying to pass it, but it was blocked and out of play by the Washington Warriors. 34.4 to go. Long pass for Bauer out top. Ludeman will throw it over for Bauer in the corner for 3. That's missed on another air ball. Shot clock is turned off. Washington could hold for the final shot, but they like to push the pace up and down the floor. Now they'll settle into an offense here with 20 seconds to go in the half. Bushbaum nearly got a chance to get a steal, but it's still grabbed by the Washington Warriors. Beitler will drive on Ludeman, throws it to the baseline. That baseline jumper is missed by the Warriors, and it's rebounded by Larson. Molly Olson for a 3 on the left side. That one is missed. Rebounds grabbed by Beitler. Down to 2 seconds. Half-court shot. The buzzer will miss, and that will take us to halftime. 38-10. It's a 28-point lead for the Washington Warriors over the Pierre Governors at the end of the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come back with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. Watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. Because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy. Feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy. Proud to support our local high school athletes.
As we welcome you back, it is a 38-10 lead on the American Family Insurance Printing Shuffleboard scoreboard for this Washington Warriors team over the Pierre Governors. As we look at the stats from this first half, for the Washington Warriors, they are led by Dana Harp, who has 11 points, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. There's 8 points for Layla Bertay and 8 for Josie Beitler. 4 points for Jersey Peterson and London Ladisaw, Ladisaw went 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Then 3 points for Rylan Kennett and 2 for Lauren Kennett, as Washington is currently 8 for 8 from the free throw line in the first half. Governors went 0 for 5 in the first quarter from the free throw line. They're 0 for 5 in the half, did not get a free throw attempt in the second quarter. They're led by 5 points by Molly Olson, 3 from Emery Larson, and 2 for Mackenzie Flotmeyer for their 10 points. Governors in total had 16 turnovers in the first half, but only 4 in the second quarter. 9 turnovers for the Washington Warriors. They had 6 in the first quarter and only 3 in that second. But it has been all Washington who has been the taller team. The Governors have tried to throw passes over the top, and it's not worked out well. They were able to limit the turnovers in the second quarter by being able to find some targets and being able to, again, maybe utilize some bounce passes. Seems a little bit better off than where they were, but too many passes trying to be over the top, and it turned into a lot of opportunities for the Washington Warriors to take advantage of the mistakes of the Pierre Governors and end up with a 28-point lead. And they will, Washington scores and will have the ball to start the second half. If they score that first possession, we'd be seeing a running clock for the rest of this ball game, and the Warriors would love to see that, mostly because it then saves some legs while they aren't, it's getting early in part of the season, still haven't made the halfway point, but being able to get a run time, a running clock would be, again, anytime you do that, saves those legs a little bit, able to empty the bench and get a couple of other players in the ball game, but being able to just to save some legs as the season goes along. By the way, the Washington Warriors lead by 22 over Pierre with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, so Washington will end up beating the Governors 75-53 right now is that score, but they look like they're going to be on their way to getting a win over the Pierre Governors this afternoon from Sioux Falls. And the Governors will be back in the Sioux Falls area taking on T on Tuesday. We'll have that game for you on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. By the way, we've got the NFL coming up after we're done here. It's 3:30 kickoff for the Rams and Panthers, so we'll join that as soon as we can after we're done with this broadcast. But that'll be still here on KCCR for that doubleheader of the NFL, again, on KCCR. Take our break. We'll come back with the second half after this. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports as Washington leads Pierre 38-10.
Becky Potsuba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
KCCR Pierre, AM 1240 and 98.9 FM, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
We welcome you back as we get set for the third quarter between the Pierre Governors and the Washington Warriors. Washington will get the ball to start the second half, and one bucket puts it into a running clock for the most likely remainder of the game, with the fact that the Governors would have to get within 20 to try and stop that running clock. But it is a 38-10 lead of the American Family Insurance. Brittany shuffled by a scoreboard for the Washington Warriors. And again, as we hit 3 o'clock, after we're done here, it'll be a quick post-game show, and then it'll be right out to Carolina for the Panthers and the Rams, and the NFL first game of the doubleheader here this afternoon, or today, for the wild card weekend. We are underway here in the second half. Washington Warriors driving inside. That shot is a tough shot, missed by Peterson, but the rebound by Berthet. Her putback is missed. Now he gets a tie-up and a quick whistle for the jump ball, and it will favor the Pierre Governors. So the Govs will take over, and they get a defensive stop here to start this third quarter. Again, no Jordan Kirky, who left in that second quarter with an injury. Hope that she'd be able to come back, but as the Governors will turn it over, the pass to Flotmeyer was off of the hand of a Warrior and then picked up by Washington. This lob pass, skip pass into the corner, driving back out for Berthet. Now on the right side, Hart will drive in, steps through, lays it up, missed the shot, rebound, another tie-up, and another jump ball. And it will stay with the Washington Warriors. As again, the Governors are trying to keep that running clock from being started, and then it'll only stop if the Governors or Warriors go to the free throw line or call timeouts or any other discrepancy of the referee, but they'll be the only 2 real times that the clock would stop. As Beitler has at the top of the key, pick and roll, rolling off of the Berthet, but she misses the shot. Rebound's tipped around. Peterson will pick it up, and the putback is good for Jersey Peterson to make it now a 40-10 lead for the Washington Warriors. So a minute gone by here in the third quarter. It's now a 30-point lead for Washington. Olsen will pull up for a 3 from long range, and that one's missed on an air ball. And the rebound's grabbed here by Berthet. Berthet into the front court for Washington. On the right side, it is a pass coming from Kennett to Harp, and then a foul called against the Governors. It'll be a fresh 35. And the foul will be committed against Molly Olsen. Her third foul, and the first team foul for the Governors here in the third quarter. And again, that clock is running. There's a shot up. That one's missed. The rebound, the putback is also missed by Harp, and then we will get a tie-up and a jump ball. That will favor the Pierre Governors. Govs do get a opportunity on that stop by forcing the jump ball. Molly Olson hands off for Larson. Larson will step to the right, pull up for three, miss the shot, and the rebound is grabbed by the Washington Warriors. And so go up ahead, quick pass. Great job by Beitler to find Harp, who was underneath the basket and did it all while in the air. And Dana Harp makes it 42-10 with 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Kenzie Flottmeyer on the left wing. And again, we'll have Pierre Governor basketball on Tuesday out in T as the Titans will host the Governors. Olsen passed it to behind a cutting Larson. Another turnover. Layup is missed the other way for Washington. Rebound by Peterson a couple of times, and Peterson will get the putback on the third opportunity for the Warriors, and it's 44-10. In the front court is Ellen Hart. Governors did not start with their starters with Kirky out. Marina Bushbaum got the start in the second half. Here's a pass from Flottmeyer that's going to be read and intercepted by Beitler. Bucket for Beitler. And we get a timeout taken by Coach Kirk Bebout with 4:46 left to go here in the third quarter. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, with Washington leading Pierre 46-10. Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota. We welcome you back with a 46-10 lead for the Washington Warriors and the American Family Insurance Brittany Schuffelbein scoreboard. 4:46 left to go in the third quarter. It is a running clock for the Warriors right now, up by 36 in the ball game. This Governor team will be dropping to 2-5 on the season. And again, they did not have Jasmine Yost in this game, who was dealing with a concussion, as she ended up being out with an injury today's game. And then Jordan Kirky left with her holding the back of her head when she fell to the floor. Hope that is not a concussion, but she has not returned to this game. As this Olsen, top of the key here for the Governors. Bushbaum in the free throw line. That pass is blocked, and then it will be stolen away. 19th turnover by the Governors. 4:20 remaining here in the third quarter. That pass to Dana Harp. That nearly was a double dribble, and then a foul committed by Alex Ludeman. And it will be her first. And Ludeman was about to fall over the top of Harp, as Lauren Kennett will check in. And Harp will take a seat. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Beitler, pass underneath. That ball's deflected. Governors will get the steal. Marina Bushbaum, who's laying on the floor, is able to get the steal. Larson up ahead for the Governors. Ludeman steps into a three, drains it. Alex Ludeman gets on the score sheet. 46-13. That pass is too far away and out of bounds. And a turnover by the Warriors, who have now turned the ball over 11 times in the game. Clock continues to run with 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Looking like we'll be able to get you out to the Panthers and Rams on time for kickoff. Skip pass to the corner for Larson. Takes one dribble to her left. Now they'll swing it around the perimeter. Pass will go underneath for Bushbaum. Too far underneath the basket. And then she is fouled. Then we'll go to the free throw line for two. As we'll see when they eventually stop the clock, right at 3 minutes to go. And Jersey Peters will pick up her second foul. And Marina Bushbaum will look to get her first points of the afternoon. First free throw is missed. The Governors are now 0 for 6 from the free throw line. They have not made a free throw in the last two games here at home, both Thursday and here this afternoon. Second free throw here from the lefty Bushbaum, the junior. That one will roll in and out. Boy, they cannot buy a free throw. I mean, that one looked good. It looked like it was almost halfway down by the time that the free throw came back out. But Washington gets the rebound, and they're up ahead on the game up ahead on the floor. Stepping through, Berthe with a tough shot, and somehow into the English on the shot will get it to fall. Hit the front of the rim after it went off the backboard. And it looked like it was just going to easily fall off, but somehow stayed on the rim for another bounce and then went in. A three from Molly Olson is missed. Rebound, ball's on the ground. It'll be Bushbaum that will pick it up. We get a tie-up with a jump ball, and it will go back to the Washington Warriors. As Kenna Knutson will check back in. Zoe Bauer also in for the Governors. It should be the Washington Warrior ball, and it will be Washington's ball. 2:06 left to go. They're going to reset the shot clock here. They do. Okay. As I say, that would have stopped play. Harp lost the handle of the ball. Governors did a good job of knocking away from Dana Harp and get the steal. Third turnover of the third quarter for Washington. Here's Larson. Rainbow three will fall through for Emery Larson. And that is her second three, 48-16. Governors are still down by 32, though, with 1:40 left to go here in the third quarter. And Washington has started the running clock. It is now Berthe, cut off by Bushbaum. And then we'll get a foul committed on the pass that was coming to the right elbow. We'll see who the foul was on. Was it on Bushbaum? It's on Olson, her fourth. Ellen Hart will check in for Olson. Nope, she's going to check in for Larson. 1:06 left to go here in the third quarter. Quick inbound pass. Harp underneath the basket. One behind her head with the shot, missed it, and Zoe Bauer will grab the rebound. Bauer will race into the front court. Good speed there from Bauer. Hart now has on the left wing, into the corner for Olson. Olson will drive all the way in. That shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds off of Washington, so it'll stay with the Governors with 20 to go on the shot clock. As we get two subs checking in. Kennett and Beitler will both check in. Almost had three Washington Warriors running off the floor. They'll also get Amelia Olson to check in, which pretty much leaves this to being a final shot for the Governors. The shot clock will turn off now, and it will be Ludeman now for Olson, who will drive in. That shot, she is fouled with 14.1 to go. That's where they're going to stop the clock. 14.1 here in the third quarter. And Olson, Amelia Olson, will foul Molly Olson. So Olson on Olson crime. And Molly Olson will try and get the Governors their first free throw made in the last two games. First free throw from Olson. That will fall through. So Olson does get that first free throw made for the Governors. 48-17 with 14.1 left to go here in the third quarter. Goes are now 1 for 8 in the ball game. Second free throw is missed, and the rebound's grabbed by the Washington Warriors. So 10 seconds left to go. Final seconds of this third quarter, 48-17. Down to 4 seconds. That pass is deflected, stolen away by the Governors. Bushbaum will let the clock run out, and that will take care of the third quarter. So the Governors will head to the fourth, down 48-17 in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. We head to the fourth. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Allied Plumbing and Heating knows how exhausting it is to do a funky dance when you're in the shower. First, it's the hokey pokey to get your body wet. Then it's the headbanger's ball when you're trying to get the shampoo out of your hair. Finally, the YMCA to get the soap off the rest of your body. You need to replace those bathroom fixtures. Trust your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating to make showering a relaxing experience and not a dance class. 494-2001.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We welcome you back. It is a 48-17 lead in the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard for the Washington Warriors as we head to the fourth quarter. It is a 31-point lead, so it is running clock in this fourth quarter. As the Governors will get the first possession, they would have to cut the deficit within 20 to get the running clock to stop. As Bauer will throw to the top of the key for Olson. Again, after we're done here, we'll have coverage of football between the Rams and the Panthers in the playoff matchup. As Bauer will miss the shot off the left side. It was just inside the three-point arc. And back the other way here for the Warriors. Berkeley Hall, top of the key. We're working around the perimeter. Olson now for Kennett. Lauren Kennett will give way for Beitler, who will drive the baseline. Kick it out top. It's a long two. That one is missed from Ryland Kennett. And so we had a bounce off of Washington, and we'll go to the Governors. Molly Olson will inbound. Bauer will bring it into the front court. Governors have Ludeman, Flottmeyer, Olson, Bauer, and Hart on the floor right now. Ludeman's pass out top for Hart. Ellen Hart will give way for Bauer, but didn't catch it cleanly. She's able to pick it back up. And now we'll dribble, almost a double dribble, but got away with it. Shot clock down to 7. Olsen's three is away, missed the shot. Rebound will be tied up, and we will get a whistle with the jump ball that will go in favor of the Washington Warriors. Ellen Evans will check in. We'll probably see Tenley Jacobs at some points, the 5'3" sophomore guard. We'll probably see everybody in the game at some point for this Washington Warrior team. They are a pretty deep bench anyway. This will be off the hands of Beitler, who knew it immediately that she turned it over. And so it will be the 14th turnover from Washington. The Governors with 19. Now you have London Ladisall that will check back in. Zoe Bauer here for the Pierre Governors. Right side for Ludeman. Top of the key for Mackenzie Flottmeyer. As we're 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Olson the right side for Hart. Now for Olson underneath the basket. Will turn with the right hand. That shot is missed, and the rebound's grabbed by Washington. Weak side rebound grabbed for Amelia Olson. Quickly up ahead to the right on the left wing. Now a three is away, and Ladisall can't hit that one, and the rebound's grabbed. I think that Lauren Kennett couldn't hit that one. And Bauer will move it up ahead for Ludeman, where the Governors nearly turn it over. Ludeman's able to tiptoe on the sideline to stay in bounds. Flottmeyer now for Bauer on the left wing to a cutting Flottmeyer inside. She is fouled and will go to the free throw line for two. That will stop the clock at 5:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. And so Mackenzie Flottmeyer to the free throw line. Governors are 1 for 9 from the line. Free throw here from Flottmeyer. That will bank in to make it 48-18. Just 10-7 in points in that third quarter. Of course, that running clock does change how the game is played a little bit. Flottmeyer's second free throw. She goes 2 for 2 from the line. Makes it 48-19. As into the front court, Ladisall will throw it in the corner. Evans for a three. That one's off too strong. It's a bounce out of bounds off of Washington. And we'll go back to the Governors. Here remains with those 5 in of Olson, Bauer, Ludeman, Hart, and Flottmeyer. Zone defense here for Washington. They played zone this entire game. 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Governors will take on Douglas here in 10 days. Again, a 10-day break as Bauer will be fouled as she was trying to drive the basket. Ladisall will pick up her third. We're going to sub checking in. Faith Bomberger will check in here for the Governors. So the 5'7" junior will check in for the first time. Bauer will inbound. Bomberger trying to fall on top of it. We get another jump ball. It'll stay with the Governors. Shot clock's at 32. But we are down to 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. The 48-19 lead for the Washington Warriors. Ludeman on the inbound pass. Nearly had the ball stripped away from her. Now the left side for Bauer in the corner. Bauer's pass, that is tipped, that is stolen away. And up ahead, an easy layup will fall through for Ladisall. And it's 50-19. Ladisall's now up to 6. 13 points for Dana Hart. Looks like she's going to be the leading scorer in the ball game. Ludeman from the right elbow will drop it in. She's got 5 for the Govs. Right elbow banked it in. 50-21. Driving in, good defense by Flotmeyer, or by Bomberger, but then she'll foul after the rebound was grabbed by Washington. And to the line now with the clock stopped at 3:10. Bomberger picks up the foul. And it's Kenna Knutson that will look to keep the perfect free throw attempts alive, and she does. 9 for 9 now for Washington. We have Amelia Olson, I believe, checking back in for the Washington Warriors. Also have for the Governors a couple of subs checking in. There's a second free throw that is good to make it a 52-21 ball game. 10 for 10 for the free throw line here for the Washington Warriors here this afternoon. 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Ludeman will drive in. She is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. So that will keep the clock being stopped, and now 2:54 to go. And Ludeman will step to the free throw line. Knutson will pick up her first foul. Pierre will be on the road to Douglas. Not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday after a 3-day weekend as Ludeman makes the first free throw to make it 52-22. They'll try and stop what will end up being a 4-game losing streak at this point. Second free throw is missed, and the rebound's grabbed by Washington. Governors 3 for 4 for the free throw line in this fourth quarter. At the top of the key, ball will be moved around here for the Washington Warriors. It is Berkeley Hall. Down the baseline, the jumper will roll in and out from Kenna Knutson. Offensive rebound for Washington, but on the line and out of bounds. So the ball will go back to the Governors. Zoe Bauer works in the front court. Ludeman on the left side. Back to Bauer, working right wing as the Governors will work the ball around the perimeter. Ludeman has it on the left side. Bauer again, Bomberger. Back into the corner. Bomberger will catch the pass back again. Left side, Ludeman steps into a 3. That was just a bit too strong off the back iron. And the rebound's grabbed by Washington. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Governors trail by 30. On American Family Insurance, Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. This shot up from Amelia Olson will fall through. And it's 54-22, and you can see the entire bench for Washington get up and celebrate the bucket by Olson. You understand when you get to some of these girls into the ball game, whether they're the next ones to come in, and for Amelia Olson, she's a senior, it just means more when they get an opportunity to score in a ball game, because they see the work that she does in practice, and she's a good teammate. You see all those things, and when you see girls get excited, something like that, as Bauer pulls up for a second 3 on this possession and missed it, it will be a foul committed on the rebound attempt with 1:10 left to go. But it just kind of tells you what kind of a teammate that Amelia Olson is, that the entire team is excited for her to get points because they know that she doesn't get a lot of playing time, but to be able to score is something big. As Kenna Knutson will pick up her second foul. Ludeman will catch and shoot from the top of the arc, and that one is missed for 3. Bomberger will track down the rebound. That's the Governors with 45 seconds to go. Potentially just one more possession. Bauer is open for 3. Good ball move by the Governors, but missed the shot. And there is 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock, with a 32-point lead here for the Washington Warriors. Washington will go to 7-0 on the season. The Governors will fall to 2-5 and have lost 4 straight. The shot is missed by Washington. Rebound grab by the Governors with 15 seconds left to go. Again, stay tuned. Quick post-game show that will be coming up as Ludeman's 3 is missed. Rebound will be grabbed by Washington. They don't need to work into the front court. And it will be a 54-22 win for the Washington Warriors over the Pierre Governors. We will step aside and come back with a post-game show quickly and get you set for football here this afternoon on KCCR. Listen to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back, it is a final 54-22. The Pierre Governors will fall to the Washington Warriors. John Winkler with you on this Saturday afternoon as we'll get you set for football kickoffs coming up in just a couple of moments. But we'll have that here in just a moment. Go through the final tally here between these two teams. We start with the Washington Warriors. They were led by Dana Harp, who had 13 points in the ball game, 10 points for Layla Bertay, and Josie Beitler also had 10 for the Warriors. 8 points for Jersey Peterson, 6 for London Ladisaw, and then it was 3 points for Rylan Kennett, and 2 apiece for Amelia Olson, Kenneth Knudsen, and Lauren Kennett. 14 turnovers, but 10 for 10 for the free throw line for the Washington Warriors in their 32-point win. For the Pierre Governors, they had 3 with 6 points. Molly Olson, Emery Larson, and Alex Ludeman all had 6. Actually, make that was 6 for Ludeman, and then 4 for Mackenzie Flottmeyer for the Governors, who scored just 22 points. As they had 19 turnovers in the ball game, went 4 of 13 for the free throw line, 0 for 5 in the first half, 1 for 9 through 3 quarters. They did go 3 for 4 from the free throw line in that fourth. So those are your final tallies of the ball game between these two teams. Between Washington, who's now 7-0 in the season, the Governors, who are 2-5 and have lost 4 straight. That will be heading into next week Tuesday. Not this coming Tuesday, but next week Tuesday. The Governors will be on the road to Box Elder to take on the Douglas Patriots, as they will look to end that 4-game skid after a week break and a chance for practice all week to get ready for Box Elder, and then more of the stretch run of here this season for the Pierre Governors. That'll wrap things up for us here from Riggs High School. John Winkler want to say thanks for joining us. Tune in on Capital City Rock here later on tonight. Actually, before then even, 5 o'clock tip-off for Sully Beach and Sioux Valley on Country 95.3, and a 6:15 puck drop for the Wyatt Capitals and the Yankton Bucks. We'll have it for you on Capital City Rock. We've got football on the way next. Final score, 54-22. The Washington Warriors beat the Pierre Governors here this afternoon as we say so long from Riggs High School.
Listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you by Becky Potsuba Agency, AGE, Wheelhouse Auto Body, The American, Fording Electric, Allied Plumbing, Venture Communications, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, American Family Insurance, Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, Faith Lutheran Church, James Valley Landscaping, Bank West, Kruger Contracting, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, CHS River Plain, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection, Shane's Pharmacy, and Owyhee Federal Credit Union. Join us all season for more Pierre basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports Central.